Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see what the person who is on your mind is afraid to tell you. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is on my viewer's mind, what is that person afraid to tell my viewers? What is that person afraid to tell my viewers? Two more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck we have new boo. So this could mean a few different things. For some of you, they don't want you connecting with anyone else. It would destroy this person to see you being happy with another person. Now for others of you, they're afraid to tell you that they've been entertaining someone else, with regrets being right next to that. If they did choose someone else over you, they're regretting it. It's also giving energy of this person feeling guilty. For a few of you, they could be avoiding you out of guilt, or this person is ashamed of some of their actions. At the top of the deck, we have options. Yeah. For some of you, this person has definitely been keeping their options open. But see, the audacity is they've been entertaining other people, but they don't want anyone else having access to you. So yeah, I feel like this person just wants the best of both worlds. They want to keep you in a cycle with them. They don't want you moving on with anyone else, but at the same time, they're entertaining other options. Give me more. For a few of you, this person is admitting that they were guilty of some of the things that you were accusing them of. Thank you. All right, we have lifestyle. So they're admitting that they have some skeletons in their closet. Now, this is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. But for a small number of you, this person is on the down low. Okay, so they could be interested in the same gender, but they don't want anyone to know about it. Or this person has a lifestyle that they're trying to keep hidden. With guarded being at the bottom of the deck, there's a secret that they have that they plan to take to their grave. It's also giving energy of this person having a lot of past traumas. For a few of you, they may have a blocked heart chakra, or they're not expressive when it comes to their feelings, but they're afraid to tell you why. At the top of the deck, we have searching. So they think of you a lot, but it's also giving energy of them keeping close tabs on you, but in a creepy way. Some of you have no clue the extent this person would go to either keep an eye on you or to find out what you have going on. They could be looking you up on social media, or they just research you a lot. So yeah, this is someone who just has a lot of past trauma. And I feel like they use that trauma as an excuse for the lifestyle that they're living. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Give me more. They may have also thought they would be able to find someone else to replace you, but they failed. Thank you. All right, we have communication. There are a lot of things they want to say to you, but they're holding back. With call being at the bottom of the deck, they do want to express how they feel. For some of you, they just want to hear your voice. If they did block you, they may not be telling you the real reason as to why. With the gift card being here, this person could come in with some type of gift, Now, what type of gift it will be different for all of you. For some of you, they could reach out with a text message. They could reach out with a phone call. But for others, they may want to actually gift you with something. With appreciation being here, they're admitting they didn't always let you know that they appreciated you. I feel like you gave this person a lot of positive vibes. You were also expressive when it comes to your love. They didn't have to question where they stood with you. This person also downplayed how much they enjoyed being with you. Now, that could be because of their past trauma. It could be because of insecurity, but just take it however it fits. Give me more. What is this person afraid to tell my viewers? What is this person afraid to tell my viewers? Ooh, we have a few that came out. All right, so we have justice, options, deadline, separation, and we also have self-love. There's a lot going on here. For one, they don't want you to know, or they're afraid to tell you that they've been going through karma. All right. The scales are being balanced. So whatever this person has been putting out, they're getting it in return. But they don't really like getting a taste of their own medicine. If you've broken things off with this person, or if there was a divorce, if there's been any type of separation, they're afraid to tell you how they truly feel about it. For some of you, this person may be in trouble with the law, or they're afraid that they're going to end up getting in trouble with law enforcement. With the options card being here, they're afraid to tell you why they do certain things. If they're the type that has a wandering eye, or if they tend to entertain other options, they may not be telling you that they do it out of insecurity. It really doesn't have anything to do with you. It just has a lot to do with this person being insecure and not feeling good enough. So they tend to juggle to try and make themselves feel better. Now, for some of you, this person may have some addictions. You may be aware of a particular addiction, but they may not be telling you the extent of it, or they may not be telling you that they're into some other things. So for example, let's say that this person likes to, let's say that they like to drink, okay? They may not be telling you that they also take pills or pop pills. They may not be telling you that they're into some other things that are a bit more hardcore than what you're aware of. With the deadline card being here, this person is on edge because they feel as though time is running out. So this could be in regards to a few different things. For some of you, they feel like the walls are closing in on them in regards to something that they did in the past. They think that it's coming back to haunt them. Now, for others of you, this person is afraid that they're going to run out of time when it comes to you. So in other words, they're worried that they're going to lose you forever, but their pride and ego causes them to wear a mask. Okay, so they may come off indifferent. They may come off as though they don't care, but in reality, every little thing bothers them. With separation being here, whenever you go silent, it really bothers this person. Even if you ignore them, or if you take too much time to respond, if you were to take a while to answer the phone, and don't mess around and not answer their call, that really triggers them. If there has been a separation or a disconnect, they're afraid to tell you how much they miss you. With the self-love card being here, this is someone who never quite felt accepted, okay? And because of their own insecurities, because of their own traumas, they tend to project them onto others. They don't even treat themselves well. They don't think highly of themselves. And you can see that through the way that they treat others. When it comes to people, you can tell a lot about a person by what they'll tell you about others or how they talk about others than what they'll tell you about themselves. Okay? So if you pay close attention to how they talk about other people or the things that they do to other people, it lets you know a lot about their own character. They're also admitting that they didn't always have the best intentions. They're admitting that they may have sold you a dream, or they may have been wearing a mask, especially when the two of you initially met. They were afraid that you wouldn't accept them as they are. With facade being at the bottom of the deck, this is someone who puts on a front, especially when it comes to their emotions, okay? But they also have a tendency to put on a show for others. They've done some really weird things to fit in. Many of you would be surprised. So they need to work on that. They're also deep down a very emotional person, but they're just really good when it comes to hiding it. So them being nonchalant and being indifferent is all a facade. This person, their emotions come in like waves. It overwhelms them at times, okay? At the top of the deck, we have children. So there's something in regards to their childhood that they're afraid to tell you about. Now, for some of you, it could be that they may have been violated in some way as a child. They may have felt as though they didn't have anyone to protect them. I also feel like they may have been talked down upon as a child. And so I just feel like it caused a lot of trauma within them. Now, also, I feel like this person may have been either groomed to please particular people in their family, or they were groomed to be unemotional, unexpressive. For some of you, if this person has an extensive criminal history, I really feel like it was instilled in them as a child that they were bad or like something was wrong with them. If there's a particular person in their family that they put above any and everything, if there's a particular person in their family who was always butting in the business of the relationship, I feel like that's the person who groomed them to be a people pleaser. Okay, but not to please everyone, to just please them in particular. But there's definitely something in regards to someone taking this person's innocence, and they may have told you a few details in regards to it, but there are a lot of things that they're not telling you. And I really feel like they were violated in some way. I'm not going to go above that. I'm going to let you guys use your imagination. But it may have happened at a time when they felt defenseless. The person who protected them may not have. They may have even been encouraged to be silent about it. Okay. So there's just a lot of pent up frustration within this person. A lot of pent up frustration. And there are some things that have happened to them that were not their fault, but they feel ashamed or they feel guilty. They may have even been blamed for some of the things that happened to them. Okay. So it's not an excuse for the way that this person behaves today, but I will say they have to let go of holding on to their childhood traumas. For some of you, they may have been given way too much responsibility as a child. Like, for example, if they had siblings, they may have been given the responsibility to take care of their siblings. Of course, siblings are supposed to look out for each other, but I feel like they were doing certain responsibilities that should have belonged to a parent or a guardian. Okay, they may not have been able to just enjoy their childhood like they wanted to. So they were not raised to be accepting of themselves. They were not raised to know that self-love and self-care is important. The way that they were raised as a child kind of showed them that the people closest to them always had hidden motives or hidden intentions, especially when they were being nice to this person. It always came with some type of string attached. So this is deep. It's really deep. I feel like this person built up really thick walls as a child, and it was kind of a defense mechanism, but it's causing them to sabotage connections as an adult. They have to understand that they're not a product of their environment. They have to understand that the way that they were raised does not, it doesn't define their value. Okay. Give me another card. They may have also been around people with addictions. Or something along those lines. Give me more. What is this person afraid to tell my viewers? All right, we have decisions. So they're really indecisive, and they're also admitting that they procrastinate a lot. Now that's just confirmation because it's been coming out a lot in the readings. This is someone who kind of freezes up. There are times when they shut down and they freeze up. They also want to come toward you, but they don't know how to. They're regretting some of their decisions, especially certain choices that they made impulsively or certain things that they did without thinking. With triggers being at the bottom of the deck, I'm telling you, this person has a lot of childhood traumas, and there are times that they have flashbacks in regards to those traumas. For a few of you, they may have anger issues, okay? And those anger issues could cause them to explode at times. Now, also, there's either one or two different things here. One of two different things. Either this person was caught in the act doing certain things that they shouldn't have been doing growing up, and the adult that was supposed to be disciplining them would explode on them. Or this person would get blamed for things that they were not really doing. So whether they are accused of something that they're not doing as an adult, or even if they were to get caught doing something that they know they have no business doing, it triggers childhood wounds. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I'm saying here. Now, for a few of you, this could be a twin flame, and that's why they're so triggered by you. I feel like there are certain childhood wounds that are unhealed, and whenever they're connecting with you, those wounds are triggered. But what this person doesn't understand is those traumas are triggered for them to heal them. If they don't heal the trauma, it'll always be triggered. They have to heal those traumas. And for some of you, it's things that you're not even aware of that triggers them. Like, for example, if you have children, the way that you treat your children, the way that you care for your children, the way you converse with your children, the way that you nurture them is triggering because they didn't get that as a child. This is kind of sad, but at the same time, they're no longer a helpless child. So we have to hold this person, we have to hold them accountable. They can't keep using their childhood to excuse their behavior, and they definitely cannot project these deep traumas onto other people. I feel like they're just a really unhappy individual. It's coming out like they may have abandonment issues. That may be why they get triggered when you don't answer the phone right away, when you don't text back right away. They just have a lot of deep wounds. And for some of you, what they were not telling you, or what they're afraid to tell you, is that you were their happy place. But this is someone who just doesn't know how to be happy. It's deep. How do you not know how to be happy? Just be happy. They don't know how to do that. I feel like this person is so used to toxicity. They're so used to trauma. They're so used to pain that they actually equate it with love. That's what they tend to entertain. People who are toxic. People who are not good for them. People who mistreat them. So when they met someone like you, I feel like they didn't know how to handle you. They couldn't even accept the unconditional love that you were offering. They didn't even know how to accept it because they're used to love having strings attached. And see, what they don't understand is that's not love. It was never love, but they were groomed into thinking that way. This is really deep. This person has so many traumas. They don't need to be dating anyone. They don't. At this point, they would benefit from a counselor, therapy, or some type of mental health treatment. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they're crazy. I'm not saying anything along those lines. But this person, they need an outlet. They need a positive way to let everything out. I just feel like they're just pissed off all the time. It's always something. They may even get triggered by things that shouldn't trigger them. It's sad, but they're not helping their own situation. They're actually making it worse. They're feeding it. They're feeding their demons. This is so pitiful. It really is. They have no one to blame but themselves as an adult. Okay? It's almost like this person feels like life hasn't been fair to them, but everyone has been in a situation where they were not treated fairly. A lot of people have childhood traumas. A lot of people have been mistreated. So they have to stop being a victim. They have to stop being a victim. And they have to stop letting what happened to them be in vain. The least that they could do is grow. Glow and grow. That's the least that they could do. but they choose to sit in it and be bitter, be angry. So there's a lot that they're afraid to tell you. A lot that they're afraid to tell you. They have a lot of issues. And even if you were to do everything perfectly, even if you were to be the perfect person, even though none of us are perfect, this person still would have had issues with you. So yeah, that is what they're afraid to tell you. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this, or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.